This is part 2. In the first film, we saw a civilization reorganized to treat people as units, not moral agents. Now we go deeper, into the machinery that switches conscience itself off. Here is the strangest symptom of modern life. Human pain no longer lands as a moral event. Someone is crushed by the system, and it registers as weather. The cause is two conditions at once: zero atmosphere and zero gravity.
Zero atmosphere. The scream is never heard because the structures that once witnessed suffering are gone. Zero gravity. Even when heard, it is not felt as wrong. This is moral gravity, the invisible field that tells a civilization which way is up.
When that field is present, wrong feels wrong and dignity feels real. When it is removed, people do not just get confused, they become morally weightless. Disorientation is not a personal failing. It is what happens where gravity has been deliberately dismantled.
Beneath this lies the master formula, the double disconnection. Two lifelines cut at once. The vertical line, upward to the Creator and a source of worth no institution can revoke, and the horizontal line, sideways to each other, to the community that could witness our wounds.
Cut both, and the deepest crime is not unequal wealth. It is total moral isolation. No anchor above, no support beside, and in time, no memory of what a fully human life even felt like.
Now the strategic insight. The sequencing axiom. The system need not defend every injustice one at a time. It only has to demolish moral infrastructure first. Once the vocabulary and solidarity are gone, every other gap disappears into the furniture.
So moral infrastructure is the lock on all the other gaps. It explains how people live surrounded by obvious extraction, yet cannot imagine an alternative. That failure of imagination is the atmosphere left behind when the ground for moral thought is removed.
Two engines drive the extraction. First, the guinea pig gap machine. Ordinary people fund the experiment with their sacrifice and moral energy. The powerful then patent the result. The public bears the risk. The few keep the reward. Second, the free will asymmetry. Freedom is not abolished for all. It stays spacious and dynastic for the extracting class, while the free will of ordinary people is strip-mined by exhaustion, precarity, and stolen time. One group plays, the other trades decades of agency just to survive. Held in that split for years, the mind fractures. This is mass schizophrenization, a whole population keeping an authentic self and a compliant unit self apart across every institution. And it is recorded in the body. The biological ledger, shortened lives are alienation written into flesh.
So this completes the great critics. Were they named hyperreality and lost alternatives, this names the mechanism beneath, the demolition of moral infrastructure, and a fifth and sixth alienation, from conscience and from the Creator. But naming the machine is the cure. To witness, to build the archive, is to rebuild moral gravity. Not units, moral agents.